Hello, hi, how are you? I'm doing so amazing. I have my little poof mohawk and we're gonna do another tutorial Tuesday today. I've been really in the zone with these. I've been loving doing these. I think next week I'm gonna do like a throwback palette. So let me know down below if there's any, if you guys have like seen my collection videos, if there's any particular like older palette you'd want me to do. But for today, we're playing with the Urban Decay Naked Cherry palette. I was really excited about this. Okay, so I've used it a few times. You guys can see it's a little abused. One of the shades, I dropped it in my bathroom and it cracked, but I repressed it, so it's fine. This is what she looks like. I think maybe we're gonna have like a pink look today. Shockingly, I think so far this is a very cute palette. I will say, I think out of all of the Naked palettes, because I've tried all of them. I've actually never owned the Naked 2, but I've tried the Naked 2, so I can speak to that. I'm gonna first go into this shade Hotspot, and I'm gonna give you guys like a mini review. So I will say, from what I have used of this palette so far, I think this is the best of the Nakeds. I think it's because it has my favorite colors. It's like pinks and purples. Like these are the colors I really love. But going off of that, Urban Decay is not necessarily my most favorite formula of all time. They're just not. I don't think they're bad. They're just not my favorite. I used to have the Naked Heat, the Naked 3, and the Naked Smokey. I still have my Naked 1, but I got rid of all the other ones. So this is currently one of the few Naked palettes I actually own. So I'm gonna go in with this shade Feels. This shade right here, kind of like a taupey purple. I think the shades, does it still have the plastic on it? I am like the queen of leaving the plastic. Yep, it does. I literally always leave the plastic on and just never take it off. I think the pigment is, wait, let me zoom you guys in. I'm literally so sorry. You couldn't even see what I was doing. What was that about? Okay, so we're gonna go in with this shade Feels, which is this like shade right here. And we're I'm glad I remembered that. I would have been so mad at myself in editing. So we are just going in with this in the crease. I think this is a cute palette, but I think I am ready for Urban Decay to do something else. I think I'm just ready for the Naked era to be over. It's been cute. It's been fun. I love my Naked one. I always will. It was my first eyeshadow palette. I think everybody's first palettes were like the Naked palettes for the most part. Like I know a lot of people, those are their first palettes. And I kind of think everybody has like a Naked palette that's their Naked palette that they just love because they're such an iconic part of makeup history. But I think they're history. So I think they need to stay the best. No, I don't necessarily think we need to like keep redoing it, if that makes sense. I am going to go into this shade Juicy and focus that more on my inner corner just to brighten things up there. I think I want to do like a fun little cut crease moment. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about this palette. It's cute. I personally, this is a little bit of a different tutorial Tuesday because it's not really my first time using this. I've been using this. I personally just feel like this isn't a necessity anymore. Like these colors have kind of been done now. It is pretty. It kind of reminds me of their Back Talk palette. So I'm surprised that they put out something that is so similar because when I look at this, I really get like Back Talk vibes. I didn't pick that palette up, but I know it just went on sale. I'm gonna go into the shade Bingo here. I'm glad Urban Decay got the message after the Naked 3 and started putting more matte shades in their palettes. They started that with the Naked Heat, and I think that was good. Like it's pretty, it blends really pretty, it gets you a really pretty look. The colors are definitely pigmented. Man, it is a crazy week, friends. It is so crazy. So I missed last Wednesday's upload because Charles's grandma passed away. So this is like, I don't know if you guys remember, because I don't think a lot of you probably followed me back then, but earlier this year, his other grandma passed away. I'm going into Devilish now to deepen up, and then I'm going to go into Privacy and even more. I think I've used every single matte in this shade, this palette right now, but they just go really well together. So his grandma passed away earlier this week, his other grandmother, and it's just been like a lot. There's like, we have to go to the funeral Wednesday, and there was like a viewing, and it was this whole thing. But on top of that, we're getting down to like end of the year. So I have a lot of schoolwork and stuff I have to do. Like just end of the year stuff is getting due, and there's a lot of like random stuff I still have to do. So like I had to, for one of my classes, I'm going to privacy. For one of my classes, we had to attend 3 cultural events where we are in the minority and just like experience it. So I went to a few different things, but this weekend we like as a class we kind of all got together because we needed like one more. All of us couldn't think of a third one, and then my friend found this like African drumming class, so we're going to this like African drumming class this weekend, and that's going to be really fun. But I have a lot of very large papers due in the next 3 weeks. I'm trying to stay on top of filming, but obviously, you know, life gets in the way. See, here's the thing. Like, this is a cute look, yes. Like, this is pretty cute. But I feel like all the colors kind of just blend into one another. I'm going to go back into that juicy shade, that light pink, and try to really brighten up the inner corner. Because I wanted it to go from, like, light to dark. And I think we've kind of achieved that. But because they're all such similar tones of pink and purple, they do all blend together a little bit more than I would normally like. So yeah, school's been wild. And we got Christmas coming up. Literally so excited to be doing Vlogmas this year. You guys have absolutely no idea. I've already planned so many of the days. I have so many fun things planned. I left some room for some scandals because there's always a scandal or two to cover. I'm just like the most excited to start Vlogmas. Christmas is genuinely my absolute favorite time of the year. There's just, to me, there is no time more fun than Christmas. Christmas is just so good. I'm doing a full lid cut crease, which I don't typically do, so this will be fun. I love giving presents. I love getting presents. I love all of it. I'm already planning my Black Friday haul. I'm so hyped. I have my eye on a camera I'm hoping will go on sale, so my camera game might be upped really soon. It's a DSLR that is normally like $600. It's actually relatively inexpensive for a camera, like a DSLR, because they're very expensive. So I'm very excited to possibly get my hands on a new camera, and if I don't, I'm gonna wait till my birthday and then just use my birthday money to buy a new camera. And I'm also have my eyes on a desktop computer. There's a lot of very expensive things I want to purchase in the future. So that's gonna be fun to see how that plays out, if I can actually do it. I'm also getting a P.O. box this month, at the end of this month. I am so excited. You guys have been asking me to get a P.O. box since I was at like 3K. And I never really wanted to because I don't really want people to send me like stuff. Like I don't want to get stuff. I don't want to be sent like money. But everyone who's asked to send me stuff, they want to send me like a drawing or like a letter, and that I am so down for. So I am gonna open a P.O. box. No, it's not to get free stuff. It is really honestly and purely just so I can have like pictures from you guys and like art and stuff like that. I'm so excited. This is like as good as it's gonna get. So let's just do it. I'm gonna take a more fluffier brush this time. We're still working on how to get a good cut crease, but we're gonna try. I'm going to dip into the shade Bang Bang just to put on my inner corner, and then we'll kind of work the outer corner. I have this wall. Ooh, this works. Angelica gave me this tip to use like a fluffier brush to do my cut crease instead of something more compact, and it looks so good. I think we're figuring it out, friends. I have this wall behind me, like behind you guys actually, where it's just a completely blank wall. I haven't really figured out what I want to do with it, and I feel like it would be so awesome to have like subscriber letters and subscriber pictures all over this wall. So that way when I'm filming, I could like see it, you know? Like I just think that would be so cute. I would love it. And the fact that people like want to do that is so dope. And I'd love to like send letters back and forth and like be pen pals with people. I think that would just be the most fun. Oh my god, I can't believe this is working. This is like the best cut crease I've ever done. So that means we can only get better from here. I am going to also go into the shade Ambitious and put that more in the center. And then we're going to go into Drunk Dial. Love that. Right there. So let us do that. Urban Decay has some pretty risque names. Like, they do not care. Urban Decay and Kat Von D are like the edgy brands. It's like so edgy. But then I feel like the real edgy brands, like I feel like Urban Decay and Kat Von D are the brands that are like fake edgy. And then you get into like Lunatic Cosmetics and like they're like actually the cool edgy girl, you know what I mean? Lunatic Cosmetics is so dope. I love their aesthetic. The thing about Lunatic Cosmetics is I feel like they're definitely more for professionals. And I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm not exactly a professional. So I'll be interested to see if I actually like their stuff. I think I'm gonna go in with Young Love instead to keep it a little bit brighter. We're gonna skip out on Drunk Dial today. I will say though, a lot of fallout is happening, but I think that's just because of the method I'm using to get this cut crease to look nice. Let's wipe the fallout. Fallout wipes away really easily. It's super nice. I'm filming a video with my boyfriend after this. We're filming a like boyfriend guesses makeup prices video again. I just love having Charles on the channel because I think he's so funny. And I know you guys actually like him too. All right, I'm going to basically do the same thing on my lower. I'm gonna start with really light pinks and go darker from there. So let's go with that shade Juicy. But yeah, we're gonna be filming that video right after this. So that'll be up tomorrow for you guys. All right, then I'm gonna do Bling and Devilish. And then we'll end with Privacy. We also just finished watching an anime. It was called Erased. He told me to tell you guys because he was really excited about it. I don't know if any of you guys will know what it is, but it was a really, really good anime. And if you're into anime, I would recommend it because I'm not super into anime, but I really liked it. All right, now we're going to that dark shade Privacy. I think I might do some like nude eyeliner with this look. I mean, I think this turned out really cool. I feel like this is really pretty. I might go back into like Devilish and try to deepen this part a little bit. It would have been cooler, so maybe this is what I'll try next time. Would have been cooler to have the shades be like dark, like the matte shades be like dark pink to light pink, and then have the shimmer shades be light pink to dark pink like how they are. Like for the future, I think I might try that because I think that contrast would look really cool. But if you want to go for something safe and kind of basic, this is what I did. But I think I might try that next time because I feel like that would be a cool contrast, having a really dark shade here with the really light pink. I feel like that'd be pretty. But yeah, it blends really well. Really nice. I'm going to throw on some eyeliner and some mascara, and then I'll be right back to do like a final thoughts with you guys. Okay. Okay, friends. So this is the little look that we came up with. I think it's very Naked Cherry. Overall, I think the palette blends really nice. I think the shimmers are beautiful. Like, I think I'll get a lot of use out of this palette because it's a palette that is like my color scheme. But with that being said, I do not think this is like a need. There's nothing special or spectacular about this palette. It's pretty and it created a really cute look, and I've created some really cute looks with it, and I'll definitely get my money's worth out of it, but it's nothing like groundbreaking. You know what, you know that Miranda Priestly meme that's like groundbreaking? It's like warm tones in a palette, groundbreaking. Like, this is not groundbreaking. I wish that Urban Decay would maybe steer away from the Naked palettes and start doing something a little bit more interesting. Kind of get back to that like edgy, cool brand that we know and love. I also really hate cherries, so it kind of put me off to this palette at first because I just don't like cherries. Other than that though, guys, that's like a random fact about me, but I think it's a cool palette. I think it's a pretty palette. I think you got shimmers, but I don't think you need it. But if you're like a collector of the Naked things, or you love pinks and purples and you don't really have any palette like this, I think this would be great. I think this would be really good for beginners because it is really easy to work with. The mattes are easy to blend. Everything's easy. I highly recommended the Naked palettes to my sister because she's like kind of new to makeup, and I felt like they would be really easy for her to use. So this is another perk, you know, that's like a pro. But yeah, just kind of like, it's okay. I like it. I'll use it. Not my favorite palette in the world, but it's fine. Yeah, I hope you guys like this little tutorial. If you did, please like and subscribe, or just like, or just subscribe, or do neither. I'm honestly just so happy you're watching me. Thank you for being here. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!